Parliament session, today being the second day of the monsoon session of Parliament. And for the live updates, let's straight away go across to my colleague Pratibha, who's joining us. Well, Pratibha, stormy start to day one, multiple adjournments, multiple rounds of protest as well. And today as well, we're looking at the opposition MPs who have given suspension of business notice. Over to you.
Absolutely, Amita, and we saw the kind of drama that unfolded yesterday, a lot of violence and a lot of back and forth from the police officials on what happened versus the version of the protesters. So today as well, that is expected to continue. You got us that update from Jantar Mantar as well. And now let's talk about the issue resonating in the parliament as well. Breaking updates now coming in of the Congress MP Manickam Tagore moving the adjournment motion notice to demand a discussion on the use of police force against the protesting youth. So the Congress party is going to raise the issue in the parliament. Let me quickly get in an update from Niyamika. Niyamika, so the Congress party is going to bring up the issue in the parliament, an adjournment motion being brought in the parliament by the Congress party to discuss the same. We'll try and reconnect that line with Niyamika on what is expected. The Congress party is going to take up that issue. Remember, multiple opposition leaders have also spoken about it. Sabyasachi is getting us this update. Sabyasachi, so the Congress party is bringing in an adjournment motion to discuss the use of excessive force by the police, as the Congress party is calling it, against the protesters. What are the details?
Well, that's right, Pratibha. I see several of the MPs from the Congress party, in fact, have given an adjournment motion in the parliament, and they want a discussion about the protest that has taken place in the national capital yesterday. Now, the opposition has been continuously saying that excessive force and brutality was used by the Delhi police against the students. We have seen that several of the Congress MPs, right from leader of opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, have extended their support to the CJP supporters as well as the students. In fact, Renuka Chaudhary from the Congress party, she was here at Jantar Mantar. She yesterday met with the student, and she also had a verbal altercation with the Delhi police. Now, several of the Congress MPs, Pratibha, have moved an adjournment motion. They want immediate discussion in the parliament that should happen regarding the NEET paper leak, as well as what the opposition says, that brutal force have been used against the students in the national capital. And yesterday we saw that the video message that Rahul Gandhi had released from his official social media handle, where he called the Prime Minister as anti-youth, anti-student.
Okay, all right. Sabyasachi, thank you for getting us that update. So the parliament is all set to reconvene in about 1.5 hours from now. So a stormy session is expected, and it was the same yesterday as well. Yesterday was no different. We saw multiple adjournments in both the Lok Sabha as well as the Rajya Sabha, with the opposition leaders raising multiple issues. What's expected today, and the government's crackdown on the protesters? Was it excessive force being used by the police officials, or did the protesters take it too far, with not just the policemen but also journalists being attacked? Joining us on the show live from Vijay Chowk, our guests Tushar Gupta, political analyst, and Akhil Swami, political analyst, on the broadcast with us. Thank you for joining us. We saw the visuals yesterday, and now, Tushar, we're seeing the opposition is also going to bring up the issue in the parliament. They say that these are students who are protesting and the police force was excessive.
These were students. I was there at the protest site yesterday. I was walking through the crowd. I also posted about it on my social media. These were people you usually see in an election rally, party workers, volunteers. Now, which party do they represent? I'm not very sure about it, but certain hints were obviously on the cards. At the end of the day, one must remember 118 police personnel were injured. Scores and scores of vehicles were damaged, burned, broken. Journalists were attacked. Now, what is excessive force? Should the police wait until one of them dies at the hand of these anarchists? This is not how you conduct a protest. You have a demand from the government. I'm saying it's a legitimate demand, but this is not the way to conduct your affairs. You want to come to a protest, illegally occupy a protest site for days, run a dance affair there, some food stalls over there, fine. Everything is acceptable. Perhaps it's a very generous state, but you cannot be attacking the police personnel. The state has a monopoly on violence. That is the golden rule with which every democracy operates.
But should the government government have intervened much earlier because the opposition...
Much earlier, Pratibha.
Wangchuk speaking to the students on their demands. They say it's a legitimate demand.
Can I tell you, Pratibha? Wangchuk sits on a fast in Ladakh. How does it end? With the law and order situation. He does it in Delhi. How does it end? With a law and order situation. Aam Aadmi Party backs a protest in Shaheen Bagh. How does it end? Law and order situation. They back a protest in Singhu. How does it end? A law and order situation. They back a protest over here. Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia, everyone was here. How does it end? A law and order situation.
Did finally engage, but do you think it came too late because the protesters were already out on the streets? The situation seemed to be getting out of hand, and it was only then that the government actually met. Yesterday we had a meeting. JP Nadda meeting the CJP spokesperson.
Very candid, a government made a mistake. They shouldn't have engaged with them. The conditions would have been set by the government that you end the violence, you end the anarchy, then we'll talk.
Okay, Mr. Akhil Swami, do you agree that the protests were going on, but there is a lot of anger over the fact that violence did break out, and even now we don't have a single word of condemnation from anyone from the CJP saying that the violence that took place from the protesters' side was also wrong, even if they want to call out the police excess?
It is good that BJP supporters are showing their true faces. See, the point is that the 17 young boys and girls commit suicide because of the paper leak. So many paper leaks are happening. Chanda Chori is taking place in Ram Janam Bhoomi. This is such a ruthless government, such a cruel government. I never imagined the Britishers would have been so ruthless with the masses. Another point is, there is a saying in Uttar Pradesh, Jabara mare aur rone bhi na de. Our youth, I'm a teacher, I'm basically a teacher. The young generation, the students of 16, 17 years are brutally beaten. And they are not allowed. Your law, you will impose any section anywhere and do not allow, and you won't engage, you won't talk to the students, you won't hear their voice.
To say about the
21 years old. What student is he?
Officials being attacked.
Modi is 76 years old.
Abhijit,
He has to understand. He has to understand the agony of the students. He has to understand the agony of
you.
You
don't understand. You are celebrating in India of yesterday. If you miss the British rule, go back to the British rule. Go back to United
You wanted that.
Kingdom.
The RSS BJP
I am the
wanted
young
that.
Indian. I want
RSS
to build an
BJP
India.
wanted
That
our
is what
BJP British rule.
But why should it be only the students? It can be. Okay, all right.
You don't believe in Samvidhan.
Okay.
Your generation is the reason India is such a
You
mess.
are beating the students
nothing.
and then you're justifying it.
It can be others who are representing the cause of the students. What's the harm if activists come?
This was not the cause. Political opportunists here, fans of the Congress, fans of the British rule, they want to just have Modi out. These are fans of the British
This
rule.
government has to go. This government has to go.
Akhil Swami, when you say constitution, Mr. Akhil Swami, all right, just a moment. When you say Jai Samvidhan, why was permission not taken, Mr. Akhil Swami? All right, no, why not take permission? The question is, why not take permission for these protests? If there are violations, the police officials also have to react. And what do you have to say about the journalists as well? But let's talk about what has happened as a result of this. The opposition seems to be united. Until yesterday, multiple different adjournment motions were being given, including the issue of Ram Mandir. But now we have an update coming in. The Aam Aadmi Party MP Sanjay Singh has also given a suspension of business notice in the Rajya Sabha with the demand to discuss NEET UG question paper leak, the failure of public examination system, and also police action against the protesters. Now remember, until yesterday it seemed like the opposition was divided. Multiple opposition leaders wanted to speak about multiple issues. More updates coming in on day 2 of the Parliament's monsoon session as it will get underway shortly. We have more details coming in as well on what is expected and the strategy. The NDA is expected to fine-tune its slow strategy after day 1 of the proceedings was largely washed out. Amid the opposition protests, with Prime Minister Modi set to lead the NDA huddle, this meeting is also likely to focus on ensuring smooth House functioning. Pragya is getting us this update. So, Pragya, a meeting expected today, and this was after multiple disruptions, protests outside the Parliament as well. And today we are told Prime Minister Modi will be leading this meeting. What are the details?
Well, absolutely. This is NDA's parliamentary meeting, which has been now named as Mangal Milan, because this meeting generally takes place on Tuesday. And, there are many new MPs who have joined this particular meeting, especially those who have joined BJP from Aam Aadmi Party. There's Sushmita Dev also, who has arrived for this particular meeting. Now, Prime Minister will address the gathering here, also giving the direction. But first of all, what we are given to understand is that all the ministers and NDA allies going to congratulate Prime Minister for being the longest serving Prime Minister, in a row without any break, and also his diplomatic achievements, and also the governance model that he has given to the country. So in a way, they will acknowledge what Prime Minister is bringing to the table, what he has done for the country in terms of the diplomatic relation and foreign relation, and how it has benefited the country. Apart from that, Prime Minister is also going to address this particular gathering. Let's see what the message of Prime Minister will come at such a time when there were protests, right in front of the Parliament, where many, protesters had gathered and tear shells had to be used. This is also a very sensitive time as far as government and opposition is concerned, and this is the reason why opposition is continuously cornering the government on this NEET issue. They know that there is sentiment, outside the Parliament. They are trying to also ignite those sentiment in youngsters. There has been various calls by the foreign. In fact, not just the foreign, but also the many political parties, including Aam Aadmi Party, threatening that there could be a Nepal-like Gen Z uprising in the country. While, the government says that, the news of country is different, but it looks like that the opposition parties are going to and trying
the
to.
Prime Minister is expected to address what happened, and the NDA is going to decide its flow strategy, isn't it? Pragya, thank you for joining us. We're leaving it at that, and let me take this to Tushar, because now the NDA is looking at its strategy again. But the question again is, until yesterday, it seemed like NDA not just had the numbers, but it also had everything in place. But now you have the opposition leaders also extending support to this protest, and it looks like all opposition parties are coming together against the government. Was it a miscalculation?
Absolutely not. You look at the opposition parties that are supporting this protest. The Aam Aadmi Party, it has just lost its Rajya Sabha MPs in Punjab. You look at the Congress, they are stuck at 98. At the end of the day, the parties that will matter in this session would be the DMK and the Samajwadi. So Samajwadi will obviously go with the India Alliance, but the DMK, where they stand is important because they have been dumped rather heartlessly in Tamil Nadu by the Congress. So the DMK would be recalculating the strategies. Look, optics and theatrics and all these comments on the protest are one thing. At the end of the day, the BJP, the NDA has a simple majority for bills like FCRA. But more importantly, when the question of delimitation will come up, and it will come up, that is when the BJP is far closer to the two-third majority. That is why, for the Congress, it will be important to stall the session somehow. They'll do it for one day, they'll do it for two, they perhaps do it for a week. But beyond that, the BJP will be in a position to get the bills passed, which they really want to.
Okay, all right. The opposition is asking for a debate on the NEET. Will the government concede on that or not? That remains to be seen. Very quickly, a short break. We'll be right back with lots more. Stay with us.